Considering you have been playing sport betting for so many years and you haven't heard about this particular strategy is so alarming. This strategy I will be teaching you today is actually very easy, and last year I actually tried this strategy and I made a lot of money until it stopped working. And few days ago I tried this particular strategy this year and it starts working. In this video I'm going to show you how you can actually make a lot of money on sport betting using this simple trick I'll be teaching you in this video. Now before I actually teach you how this strategy works, let me show you a ticket I won recently with this particular strategy, and after that I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do. So all you need to do is to make sure you pay close attention to every single information I'll be sharing with you in this particular video, right? So you can see particular ticket I actually won 116,000 naira just actually staking 70,000 naira. That is to show you that I actually believed in this particular game. That is why I actually staked very high in this particular strategy, right? So I'm going to show you what to do immediately without wasting your time, right? So if you're betting for the first time, my name is Jipa. I'm going to teach my betting life very easy, and today I'm about to make a personal betting life very easy. So without wasting your time, let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is to go to your bookmakers, Sportybet, because of course I'm using Sportybet. So I'll go to my bookmakers, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this particular area called today's football. So when I click on today's football, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be clicking this particular area where I will see the over and under, because this strategy is all about over 1.5, but doing this without no proper analysis, just using one simple rule I'll be teaching in this video. So watch closely. So when you click on your over and under, Sportybet is going to display all the available overs and under in this particular game, and you can see in this section, this is the over 2.5, this is the over 2.5, and this is this particular area where you are going to see this is actually the over 3.5. So you can actually click on this particular over 3.5 and you will see other option here like the over 0.5, over 1.5, over 2, over 2.5. But what we are going to be focusing on in this particular video is actually going to be the over 1.5. Now I'm going to tell you what to do, so pay close attention. Now when you get to the particular area, the next thing you're going to do is to actually check on this particular area where you're going to see the over 1.5. Now you want to look at over 1.5, you want to look at a particular odd range at over 1.5 at 1.22 and 1.23. These are the over 1.5 odd range you're going to be looking out for. But there's a secret I will tell you somewhere around this video, right? So you don't just go and pick up any random game and play them with this particular odd. You will definitely lose, and you will keep crying. But if you follow these instructions and you watch the video closely to the end, trust me, you definitely win something from the bookmaker. So watch closely what I'm going to do. So I'm going to look for a particular over 1.5 having that particular odd range of 1.22 and 1.3. Right, so watch closely. I'm going to look for a particular game right now. So once I get them, so this is actually particular game within a particular odd. You can see here it is actually over 2.5, and you can see the over 2.5 is having 1.74. So let's check if the over 1.5 is having 1.22 or 1.33. So the over 1.5 is actually having 1.24. So this is not what you're going to be looking out for. So we see scroll down. So this is actually the next game on our list. This is actually the over 2.5. You can see it's 1.70, and so what we're going to do next is we're going to click on particular area to check for the over 1.5, and you can see the over 1.5 is actually having particular odd ranges at 1.22. So I can easily pick the particular game to play over 1.5, right? Easily. Now before you actually pick any particular game to play over 1.5, there is something you will need to consider. Now remember, this strategy works only on over 1.5. So before you actually consider to pick any game having that particular odd range 1.22 and 1.33 as over 1.5, you will need to first of all consider the leagues. Now over you're actually targeting a lot of goals. Under, you're actually targeting fewer goals. This strategy works on over. So what you are going to target is league that score a lot of goals. This is rule number 1. League that score a lot of goals. So you can say it in the comment section. If you don't know the leagues that score a lot of goals, just say it in the comment section. Jim Prediction, thank you for this video. Share me the leagues that score a lot of goals, and I'll definitely respond to you with the leagues. Or you can click on this link and join my Telegram channel, where I'll definitely write out some leagues that score a lot of goals. Now let's proceed. Right, like I said before, rule number 1, you must first of all target games or leagues that score a lot of goals. So what I'll do is I'll keep searching for leagues that score a lot of goals, and I'm going to use that particular game as an example. So this is another game again as an example, and this is actually a youth the Champions League, but actually for the youth, right? So this is a little bit a league that score a lot of goal because Champions League are known for goal scoring competition. They are actually known for goal scoring competition to some extent anyway. So what I will do is I will also have to click on the particular area where I see the over 2.5, right? Because anytime I actually see the over 2.5 having this particular order of 1.70 to 1.74, it means that they are over 1.5 should be having the required odd range we are looking for, right? So I'll click on it and you can see here that the over 1.5 is having the required odd range we are looking for, which is 1.22 to 1.23, right? So this is the odd range you are going to be looking at for. So I'm going to pick a particular game to play over 1.5. I believe they have already started. I'm going to be picking this game to play over 1.5, and definitely they are going to play over 1.5. Now, here comes the next instructions you will need to follow, right? I told you before that the first thing you need to consider is the league, and also a particular odd range you should be looking out for, which is the 1.22 to 1.23. When you see a particular game, this particular odd range at over 1.5, at 1.22 to 1.33, then you can pick them to play over 1.5. But you need to first of all consider the leagues. Is this league high scoring leagues? If they are not, then you can leave them and go to the next one, right? So now the next thing you're going to do is the time. Look at the time I'm actually predicting this particular game here. It is actually very, very wrong to predict game in this particular era. I'll tell you the reason why. The reason is because some of the odd have already changed, and this is actually a tricky odd right now. So if you start picking games towards in the afternoon, you definitely get the wrong odd and you definitely lose your money. Now, where is what you're going to do? There's a particular time we actually use this particular strategy. Listen closely. I don't want to say this louder. Listen, because the bookmakers are actually watching us right now, I believe. But anyways, I'm going to share it with you guys, and I believe they are going to change their own development. So make sure you use this strategy, use it well, and make money for yourself. So now there's a particular time we're actually using this particular strategy, which is you actually try this particular strategy around 7:40 in the morning to 8:40 in the morning. 7:40 in the morning to 8:40 in the morning. I'm actually talking about Nigeria time. So if you are watching this video and you are not from Nigeria, definitely you can just time it. Just compare your time and Nigeria time to see when it's actually 7:40 in Nigeria. You can definitely just start using this particular strategy. That is, Sportybet is working in your country. But if Sportybet is not working in your country and you want to try this strategy out, I don't know if this strategy works in your country anyway. I don't know. Or your bookmakers, I don't know for now because I'm not using those bookmakers. So what you are going to do is actually very simple. You can just comment in the this video you are watching and call your name, the country you are actually watching this video for, and the bookmakers you are using. And I'm actually going to do a research for you, and if it's working, I'm going to say yes in the comment section. I'm going to respond to you, say yes in the comment section, right? So do that and I'll respond to you. So for those of you using Sportybet, let's proceed. And if you're not using Sportybet, you can also try this on your bookmakers, but make sure you follow every instructions I'm actually telling you, right? So now, like I said before, the time you should predict this particular or use particular strategy is within the time of 7:40 in the morning in Nigeria time, 7:40 in the morning in Nigeria time to 8:40 in the morning in Nigeria time. This is because the odds are actually still balanced, and it actually speaks of what is going to happen within that particular time. That is the right time to actually try the strategy out. Well, now what you are actually going to do is actually very, very simple. Once you have gotten all these steps I actually mentioned in this video, you've gotten the right league, you've gotten the right odd, you've gotten the right time to actually predict this particular game, then you can actually use this particular strategy to actually predict games and make a lot of money for yourself. But this is what I'm going to advise you to do, right? So pick at least 4 to 5 tickets per game, per ticket, right? So pick 4 to 5 tickets, 4 to 5 games in your ticket and actually stake them, right? So make sure you actually target high scoring league. When you target high scoring league with that particular odd range, you are actually going to be making a lot of money for yourself. This is actually very, very simple, and you can do this even while you are sleeping, right? So make sure you just get the right league, and definitely you are going to make a lot of money for yourself, right? So the games are actually predicted using the particular strategy. The games actually used as an example. Let's go and check if they actually played over 1.5 or not. So let's go check the first one. You can see one of the game here. They actually played 5-3, and this was the under I think under 19 on Champions League we were talking about. They actually played 5-3 Tottenham versus Villarreal. Under 19 they have played 5-3. So if you watch this video, we actually made reference to this particular game, and you can see it won easily. And the next one we actually did was actually from Dortmund. Let's check for Dortmund. Yeah, so this is Juventus versus Dortmund. You can see they also played 2-3, and if you checked, we actually used the under 19, right? So it is actually very easy to get this particular strategy. But if you actually use the right league, you definitely get a lot of winnings from this particular game. So if you don't know the right league to use, let me give you a trick to actually use this particular or to get the right league. You can go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to give you 10 high scoring team or 10 high scoring leagues, and you can tell ChatGPT to list it out, and it's going to list it out for you easily and no stress. So this is what you need to do, and make sure you are predicting the game at the right time, right? So if you are not in Nigeria, target Nigeria time. I think it's going to be a few minutes from now before you can start predicting this game. So I'm going to drop this video as soon as possible. But if you cannot get it on time, please do not try it when the time is over, right? So when the time is over, I will advise you to always wait for the next day. This is the only disadvantage in this particular strategy for you to get higher winning. Now, if you check the ticket I won with this particular strategy, you can see that I did nothing extraordinary. I only followed the instructions I'm actually instructing you in this video to follow, and I actually won this particular game. So I did nothing different, right? So you can see particular game here, they played over 1.5, and you can see the odd 1.23. The same one played over 1.5 at 1.22. Now let's go to the next one. So you can see that I did nothing extraordinary, right? So the other one played over 1.5 at 1.23. The other one again 1.23. The other one again 1.22. Right, so if you scroll down, you can see that is the odd range we actually followed till the end. So I did nothing extraordinary, and you can actually do this at home or anytime. So make sure you follow all the instructions in this video so you can actually make winnings for yourself. And if you don't win anything from this bookmakers, it clearly means that you did not follow any instructions from this particular video. Right, so watch this video carefully to get all the information you're looking for. And you can see the time I actually played this particular ticket was 8:07, which is within the time range we are actually instructing you guys to actually follow. So it's actually very easy. So if you want me to teach you any betting strategy, all you need to do is to say it in the comment section. I'll definitely do that for you. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell button, and anytime I drop a video like this, you will always be the first to be notified. For now, I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love. Bye bye.